Bienvenue à nouveau Mouthing Off with Mike, le seul podcast de lutte que am la pan. Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by a host of Drop the Mic, host of Out of Pocket on the Tobacco Road Sports Radio. I've got Michael Davis. How are you doing today, brother?
I was kind of concerned, when you're going through your TV and you're like, man, I picked the Spanish version I don't even know what that was. I was getting concerned. Did I just step into an alternate universe?
I was possessed. I was speaking tongues. But ladies and gentlemen, the reason I'm speaking French this episode is because we are talking WWE Backlash coming at you from Lyonnes, France. Oui, oui, bonsoir. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if there's one thing that I've got in common with the French is that they love bread, they love baguettes. I'm a big fan of bread. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can go back, you can hit Google Translate up, you can see what I said here. My French, not the best, but what looks like it is going to be pretty good is Backlash in France. We only have, at the time of this recording, 5 matches announced. Now, we know WWE is a big fan of keeping premium live events in that 5 to 6 territory. So if there are any matches announced from now until Saturday morning, keep an eye on our socials, Mike's and mine. We'll give you our predictions on that final match. But let's get into the action here. We're going to run through it. Mike's got places to be, people to see, kneecaps to break because they might owe him money. But speaking of someone who has been breaking kneecaps, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga, the MFT. Not to be confused with NFTs because those have lost value over the last couple months. But we've got a tag team match. We've got Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, RKO, taking on the MFT and the new Tribal Chief. Who do you got in this match, Mike? Give me your predictions.
Well, that was quite an intro. I love that intro to Mouthing Off with Mike and our Backlash predictions. I'm excited for this. Always a great time being on the show with you. Didn't get to do Drop the Mic this week. Drop the Mic will be back next week for all the people who tune into my stuff. But yeah, it's very interesting what they're doing with Solo and Tama Tonga, but you can't have them lose their first match. Like this is all Solo and Tama Tonga. I'm just interested to see who gets the pin. Is it Tama Tonga with the introduction to WWE pinning Kevin Owens or Randy Orton in his debut match? Or is it Solo Sikoa getting that win and really asserting his dominance as a new tribal chief? They could go either way with that one.
You're not wrong about it. I agree that the winner seems to be pretty cut and clear because you hit the nail on the head, Mike. They're a new group. The Bloodline 2.0, if you want to call it that. I know that's what I'm kind of going with. I feel like a lot of people are going with that too. They're new. They got to get a win here. I mean, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, if they don't win, no big deal. You know what? You throw them in a feud themselves if you have to. But I'm going to give the win to Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. Make that statement win, get that statement win under their belts and see kind of what happens with the Bloodline 2.0. A match that has my attention. All eyes are on this match for me, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to see the Kabuki Warriors defend their women's tag titles against 2 out of 3 of the big 3, as they've labeled themselves WrestleMania weekend. We've got Jade Cargill. We've got the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. They're teaming up to take on those Kabuki Warriors, to put some gold around their waist. My man, Mike, who do you got here?
Well, I mean, we're almost going with the same theme as we did the last tag team match. I mean, Jade Cargill is super new. She can't lose. Bianca Belair is one of the faces of WWE. She can't lose. So I'm going Jade. I'm going Bianca Belair. I feel like they get the tag titles. They have a nice little run before potentially they feud with each other.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of Jade. I'm a big fan of Bianca Belair. So this match for me, I'm going Jade and Bianca. Clearly, those are the girls. Like we love them in this household. Every time we've met Jade, super awesome, super kind, super nice. Like just the best. Like the interaction that we've had with Jade over the last couple of years have been amazing. So I'm pulling for her. I want her to have some gold. She deserves it. She's working hard. She wants to be a top star in WWE. Same as Bianca. She's been putting in overtime. They're a great team, and I'm excited for this match, to be honest with you. So Jade, Bianca, get some gold. It's going to be great. It's going to be good stuff. Speaking of the big three, we've got their third cohort, Feel the Glow, Naomi in action against Tiffy Time. Tiffany Stratton, ladies and gentlemen. Tiffy Time is coming to France. We are now officially on Tiffy time standard. And we've got the reigning, defending WWE Women's Champion, the role model, defending that title against Naomi and Tiffany Stratton in triple threat action. How this match came to be after Tiffany Stratton involved herself in Naomi and Bayley's championship match 2 weeks ago. And then Nia Jax, newly drafted Raw superstar to SmackDown, interrupted Naomi and Tiffany's match this week on SmackDown. So, triple threat it is, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Aldis has made the match official. Mike, who do you got in this triple threat?
Well, if you notice, two things you got to understand with this. One, Bayley just won the title. How soon are you going to take the title away from her, especially in a new era? Two, whenever there's a triple threat, usually the champion retains. I mean, you have your, outliers like Daniel Bryan getting inserted into the Batista Orton match at WrestleMania 30. Like, you have those outliers. But for the most part, when you go in triple threat action, usually the champion retains and we get a spinoff feud. Maybe we get that spinoff feud with Tiffany Stratton. Maybe Nia Jax makes an appearance to insert herself into the top picture. So give me Bayley. And if it's not Bayley, I wouldn't be upset at Naomi or Tiffany Stratton as champion, but I would be upset at ending this reign too early.
Yeah, 100%, man. You hit the nail on the head once again. Another nail hit. Boop. Yeah, Bayley. I don't want to sound like this guy, and I really don't, but Backlash, it's going to be a good show. I'm excited to watch it just because I can watch, I like watching wrestling, guys. If you're watching wrestling at 10 a.m. On the West Coast, 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the East Coast, Saturday afternoon, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you, because I feel the force is telling me pretty cut and clear when it comes to this pay-per-view. The next match we're going to take a look at here, Damian Priest defending his newly won World Heavyweight Championship against Jey Uso. Yeet. What do you got here, Mike?
Oh, another title retention for Damian Priest. The force is telling you the exact prediction right here. And it's interesting because we've heard reports and rumors that they're wanting to make Jey Uso the face of Raw now that Cody's on SmackDown, but it doesn't come immediately. Like, you can't have Damian Priest lose his title, especially after Rhea Ripley's injury. Damian Priest needs this world title to establish his dominance, establish his position as the leader of Judgment Day. But it would be pretty interesting for an alternative universe where JD McDonough and Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio come out and accidentally cost Priest the title and give it to Jey Uso. That'd be an alternative universe, but I'm sticking to my guy, and we should all rise for the Judgment Day.
Oh, I love that. I love that, my guy. There it is. He rose a little bit here up out of his seat here in his professional studio. Look at Mike today, ladies and gentlemen. Can we just take a note here? Look at him. He's got a nice orange polo on. He's in a studio. This guy's got soundproofing. He's feeling himself. We love to see it. My man got a little bit of a new attitude this past weekend when he got to hang out with Brad Attitude and Nick Nemeth and AJ Francis at AML. He'll talk more about that next week on Drop the Mic. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give the win here to Damian Priest and still World Heavyweight Champion. Pretty cut, clear, and dry here. Now, I will make a bold prediction. A lot of people are making the claim that Jacob Fatu will make his debut in WWE. He was recently signed. They're claiming that he's going to interfere in the Kevin Owens-Randy Orton match. Good bet for my bottom dollar. I like that bet, but I think he interferes in Jey Uso and Damian Priest match, cost Jey Uso again, just because Jey Uso branched off from the bloodline. All right, hear me out. Make it quick. Branched off from the bloodline. Solo Sikoa is now the tribal chief. Solo Sikoa could have put the hit out on Jey to say, hey, look, he's not winning no titles as long as I'm in power. Could be something to keep an eye on. I still think Jacob Fatu comes involved at that KO Randy Orton match, but I don't know. You got to keep an eye. Anytime you got former bloodline members fighting for titles, you got to keep an eye on outside interference. A match that I think will have zero outside interference, and a match that is really for the stake of calling it a dream match because we've never gotten to see it. They've had parallel careers up to this point. AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, will challenge the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. I got my Cody Rhodes Championship WrestleMania shirt on, still feeling good about it.
He was there.
I was there. He'll take on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, for the WWE Undisputed Championship. We dropped the Universal. It's out of the name now on, ladies and gentlemen. What do you got here, Mike, between the Nightmare and the Phenomenal One?
And this is just going with the theme of Backlash. I mean, you're not going to end these title reigns super early. I'm kind of questioning your idea of this being like parallel paths because I think Cody blazed his own path just as AJ Styles did. Two completely different guys. AJ Styles was, a little bit in WCW, but he really came into his own in TNA, became the highest commodity, went to Japan, helped the Bullet Club reach new heights before he just jumped straight to the main roster with WWE, entering the Royal Rumble, and everybody knew who he was. He lost his first WrestleMania, Chris Jericho, but he kept moving on and forward, was WWE champion within a year. Cody Rhodes, born into the Rhodes family. Like he had a leg up in terms of just getting his foot in the door. AJ had to fight for it. And Cody, when he got his foot in the door, it wasn't all, roses and rainbows. Like he had to paint his face and then he's like, I'm out. And he had to go open the forbidden door. And, we could talk more about AEW and stuff, but it's all led him back to here where he's the WWE champion, where Mike can have his own champion t-shirt. And you're going to be able to wear that for quite some time, I believe, at least through the summer, because Cody's not losing this belt. And I feel like putting AJ Styles against Cody Rhodes helps establish Cody's title reign early on.
Yeah, 100%. Look, when we look at this match, it's also another predictable match. Cody Rhodes retains his WWE Championship. No chance in hell that he drops this title. No chance. We're not going to do it. As much as the song is a banger, we can't do it anymore. He's canceled. We don't want to talk about him. He's scum of the earth.
He is. I love the song, though.
I love the song, though. Now, what I mean by parallel careers, I want to clear this up for Michael. I mean in the sense of Cody Rhodes leaves WWE. Cody Rhodes goes on the Indies. Cody Rhodes goes to Japan. He goes to Impact. He goes to Ring of Honor. He comes to AEW. He goes back to WWE. AJ Styles, a little bit similar path. He goes to TNA. He goes to Japan. He comes to WWE. These are two former leaders of the Bullet Club. These are two guys that held Ring of Honor championships. These are two guys that held TNA championships. And now these are two guys that have now held the WWE championship. Obviously, AJ Styles, former two-time WWE champion. Two-time? Yeah, two-time. If I remember correct. It's two-time or three-time? Two-time.
I think it's two-time because he held that title.
Beat Ambrose.
Yeah. And beat Jinder Mahal.
Okay, so two times. So he's a two-time champion. Cody Rhodes, we know, one-time WWE champion. Love this dynamic. We never have gotten this match at all in any company. We've never seen this happen. in all these years of Cody Rhodes being in professional wrestling, all the years of AJ Styles. So we're finally getting it. Saturday, Backlash. Cannot wait. It's going to be a fantastic match. And still, the WWE champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. But for one day only in Saturday, he will be the French Nightmare for all of the lovely folks in Lyonnes, France. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it here for this episode of Mouthing Off with Mike and my Backlash predictions with Michael Davis of Drop the Mic. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Drop the Mic will be back next week, but also Out of Pocket is live weekly on Tobacco Road, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So make sure you check it out in the mornings, 12:30 to 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And Drop the Mic comes out Wednesdays on Tobacco Road Sports Radio's YouTube. So all of that will be in the link of this description. So I want to thank Mike. Thank you, Mike, for coming on.
Of course. And we know it's a little bit more predictable, the pay-per-view after WrestleMania. There could still be surprises. There could be debuts that like
Right.
and it's professional wrestling now. Like Michael Cole loves professional wrestling and Michael Davis loves professional wrestling. So I know where I will be this Saturday afternoon. I'll be watching Backlash.
I will be watching Backlash on my phone somewhere, probably in another state, in another world, because I got a hell of a weekend this weekend, folks. So I will be probably a little bit off of social media this weekend, spending some time with the girly friends family. So it should be interesting. I might be needing drink after drink after drink after being with them.
Pause. You
Ladies
can
and
cut
gentlemen,
that.
wait, no, that's staying in. That's staying in. It's
That's
staying
on you,
in.
buddy. That's on
No,
you.
I don't
That's
care.
on you.
They let them talk about it. Give them something to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say first and foremost, thanks to Mike. Thanks to you for listening and watching. We're out of here. Merci beaucoup d'avoir écouté. Assurez-vous de vous abonner. Thanks
What
so
he
much,
said.
guys.